Today in crypto, the price of Bitcoin keeps creeping upwards. Will it hold? The US stimulus bill has passed. What does that mean for you? Updates from Kyber Network, synthetix, cryptodotcom, and Chainlink, and cryptolark keeps pushing the boundaries. The cryptolark, this is where you subscribe for all of the hottest and all of the latest happening out there in the wild, wild land of crypto. Also, if you are new to crypto and you are still struggling with all the basics of things like buying and selling and sending and storing your Bitcoin, then check out my course, Cryptocurrency Explained. You'll find a link for that down below in the description where you can learn more. So let's start off today by taking a look over at the charts. Now we are looking at a classic battle of the bulls and the bears right now, with a few very bullish looking signals and a few very bearish looking signals. So let's start off by taking a look at some of the bearish signs first. So we have just hit a death cross on the daily for Bitcoin, with the 50-day moving average crossing back under the 200-day moving average. Now this traditionally signals that there will indeed be more bearish price sentiment to come. But in spite of this quite bearish signal, Bitcoin is continuing its uptrend on the daily, which is definitely nice to see. Let's hope that we can continue to hold this very important line. But it is looking quite precarious at the moment, as a sustained break under 6,500 would invalidate this uptrend. Right now, what I am seeing though is a huge ascending triangle for Bitcoin, which, as of course we know, is a bullish pattern. We have already broken out of one ascending triangle, then we formed another ascending triangle, we broke out of that, and we retested that second ascending triangle, and now we're breaking out above that. And on the upper ends of the biggest possible triangle forming up, we have resistance all the way up around $8,000. Now a break of that line above $8,000 followed by a nice little retest of 8K as support would be super bullish. Now we have about a week for that fantasy to play out. Now while ascending triangles usually break out on the upside, obviously this uncertain economic situation that we're facing right now makes really anything possible at the moment. But something to keep in mind is that that $8,000 mark, that is likely to be a very significant challenge for Bitcoin to overcome, as the 50-day moving average and the 200-day moving average are likely to be serious levels of resistance, and they are both right there around the 8K mark. Now, what I see is a cascade of ascending triangles forming up. There are some analysts that are saying that what we're actually looking at is a bearish ascending wedge pattern. Now, if that ascending wedge pattern breaks down, that will send the price of Bitcoin down to retest 6,500, 6,000, and maybe even 5,850. So what is your bias? Do you see a bullish setup forming here, or are you in the bear camp that sees that the price is going to be breaking down even farther? Let me know your opinion down below. Also, one final note on this topic. The Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index is sitting at 14, which shows extreme fear is still the predominant emotion driving the market. A light improvement on last week's score of 9, but still definitely showing us that we are in a very fragile market currently. A big thank you to crypto.com for sponsoring today's episode. So here is the latest news from the guys over at crypto.com. The next syndicate event will be taking place on the 31st of this month. This time you have the chance to grab Bitcoin Cash at a 50% discount. So definitely a great deal for all of the Bitcoin Cash enthusiasts out there, or just those people who are out looking for a sweet crypto deal. Make sure to get signed up for an account over on the crypto.com exchange and to stake your CRO tokens if you want to participate in that sale. Now, crypto.com also has a 1 Bitcoin giveaway going on over on Twitter at the moment, so you got to make sure you get down on that. All you have to do is to correctly guess what the price of Bitcoin will be on the day of the halving. Definitely easy money for one lucky person. All you have to do is guess the price and hope you're right. Just head over to Twitter and put your guess in over there. Make sure to follow crypto.com along on Twitter as well, because they're always doing great giveaways like this. Crypto.com Pay has just launched their merchant invoicing service, so you can now easily create invoices and your customer can pay that invoice that you easily created using crypto, which is really awesome for businesses that are out there actually pioneering at the forefront of the crypto payments industry. And finally, crypto.com has listed a great new range of stablecoins. They have true British pounds, true Australian dollars, and true Canadian dollars. So now people in Canada, the UK, and Australia can earn up to 12% by staking those stablecoins in their local fiat over on the crypto.com app. And of course, if you haven't got yourselves a crypto.com card yet, then click on the link down below to start earning up to 5% back on purchases and loads of great perks like free Netflix and airport lounge access. And of course, by using the link down below, you'll get an extra $50 in free crypto when reserving a Ruby Red tier card or higher. These cards are now shipping to the UK, USA, Australia, New Zealand, and soon all across the EU. So on to the first big story of the day. The stimulus package has passed the Congress in the USA with more than $2 trillion being put forward to try to save the economy. And around 12.5% of that $2 trillion budget is for a one-time payment to the peasants. The other 87.5% is going to bail out corporations, give loans to small businesses, bail out the for-profit hospitals, and of course to shore up the budgets of state and local governments. But yes, there will indeed be a check coming in the mail for $1,200 for most Americans. That should arrive in 3 to 6 weeks. Unfortunately, this is not for everybody. It will be means tested, so no, not everyone will be getting this $1,200 payment. Remember, they don't means test the corporations, just you. But it should definitely come for most people in the middle class tax bracket in America. And while $1,200 sounds like a nice little bit of cash, it's just a tiny little fraction of what the corporations will be getting out of this deal. This $2 trillion, that doesn't even account for the extra $4 trillion being pumped into the financial sector to stop Wall Street from collapsing with the overnight repo and all these extra lending and stimulus that's going on. So when you account for this money, then it's only around 4% going to bail out the regular workers. 8% if we add in the unemployment benefits. It is just enough to keep people from rioting in the streets. But do understand that this is one of the biggest no strings attached handouts ever to corporate America. These companies have once again been rewarded for their bad behavior and total lack of responsibility, just like back in 2008. They bailed out the corporations for their bad behavior. This is corporate socialism at its finest. This is why these companies year after year after year bribe politicians, because bribing politicians, it pays off big time. Now, will this be the end of free money in America? I totally doubt it. Something to keep in mind is that the staggering unemployment figures that we are seeing coming out of the USA right now is probably going to get even worse in the next few weeks, meaning that yes, there will probably be even more bailout money in the coming months if this crisis continues for much longer. And that will mean more financial hardship for average Americans who are going to need to sit down and figure out how the heck they're going to make $1,200 stretch for many, many months. Before all of this is over, we're going to see a lot more money printing. I really, really think so. And look, I know I talk a lot about what's happening in the USA, but this is happening almost everywhere. There's rate cuts, there's QE happening in most major economies right now. The USA, it's just the most blatantly crazy in their money printing bravado. And of course, the USD remains a critical global currency, thus it gets a bit more attention than some of the other currencies. Anyway, crazy situation. Let's talk about some altcoin news. Kyber Swap is teaming up with Coinbase-backed Taurus for one-click wallet management. There will now be an intuitive one-click wallet creation and management process, which will actually use social media logins to be able to create a wallet directly through Kyber Swap's web interface by using your Gmail account or another social media account like Facebook or even your Reddit account, for example. This new feature will not require any extra browser extensions or any installations or any downloads, so it's going to be really, really user-friendly for people to use. And this is actually a really cool bit of technology. Now, I wouldn't trust my life savings in something backed up by my Facebook password, but certainly useful for small amounts of crypto for people doing gaming swaps and stuff like this, or doing different things like with basic attention token. This is just one of those little things that I can see making it just way more user-friendly to onboard new people into crypto, so definitely awesome to see. Also, Kyber has teamed up with the guys over at Unstoppable Domains to launch their Kyber Swap service on the Unstoppable Decentralized Web. So those of you who have already downloaded the Unstoppable Domains Chrome extension, you can actually go to Kyber.crypto and to be able to swap assets over there on the decentralized Unstoppable web. I definitely like seeing good companies team up with each other to be able to build these products that just better the entire crypto ecosystem by utilizing each other's technology. Next up, we have some exciting news from the guys over at synthetix. Now, their latest update, which is scheduled for release next week, is going to bring in a variety of new assets to trade from the traditional financial world. So the three new additions that we're going to be seeing are going to be Brent crude oil and also stock indexes, including the UK's FTSE 100 and the S&P Global 1200. Awesome, awesome, awesome to see these traditional assets coming into decentralized finance. Now, these new assets are made possible in part due to synthetix integration with Chainlink, which already provides support for gold and for silver synthetic assets. And they will now be expanding their range of data feeds to include these more traditional assets as well. And in other Chainlink news, this week saw Chainlink partnering up with two of the most interesting stable crypto collateral backed projects that are not building on Ethereum. So this is decentralized finance for other chains. The first of these stablecoin projects is Kava. So Chainlink will be the official Oracle provider for their USDX stablecoin and will be the official default provider for all DeFi projects built using Kava. It will also allow Cosmos chains to leverage the power of Chainlink's price feed data. Now, Kava, in case you are not familiar, is working on bringing collateral-backed stablecoins, but to many different chains, including some of the absolute most popular ones. So we might be looking at a Bitcoin-backed stablecoin, XRP-backed stablecoin, a Binance-backed stablecoin, and a Cosmos-backed stablecoin. And the other project teaming up with Chainlink this week is BiDAO. Now, BiDAO is the Binance-backed stablecoin project. BiDAO Chain is collaborating with Chainlink to provide decentralized pricing mechanisms for their BI stablecoin. Chainlink, man, it's really, really quickly becoming that indispensable keystone of all the data moving across the blockchains. Chainlink, man. Anyway, to finish up for today, a bit of crypto art news. Artist Matt Kane has created a piece of digital art called Right Place, Right Time. Now, this art is noteworthy because it changes its appearance as the price of Bitcoin fluctuates. So every day a new look for the art is generated from the last 24 hours of Bitcoin's price action. You can see that art piece here and how it changes depending on the price action of Bitcoin. So each hour's price is programmatically controlling the rotation, the scale, and the position of different correlating layers within this art piece, which is really, really cool to see. And also want to share this new piece with you from Josie Bellini. Now, she, of course, is the artist that made my awesome Ethereum piece back here on the wall called Nebula. Now, her new piece is underlying the insanity of the money printing madness that we're seeing going on right now, and why, of course, Bitcoin remains superior money. Love it. Love it. Awesome stuff, Josie. Anyway, that is all from me for today. Your question. Do you think that the US stimulus bill does enough for regular people in America? Or is this really little more than a massive cash grab from corporate America? Or do you think that corporations deserve to get this scale of a bailout? Let me know your opinion down below in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I, of course, as always, really appreciate your time, and thank you so much for your support. This channel is not possible without you, so thank you so much for letting me continue to get up here and talk about cryptocurrencies on the internet. It is a great time. And of course, I hope that you're staying safe, that you're staying healthy, and that you're keeping a positive attitude through all of the craziness that we see going on out there in the world right now. Long live the blockchain, and peace out till next time.